Living Interest channel where we break down the business, the strategies, and the opportunities in real estate so you can build wealth, create impact, and leave a legacy. I'm your host, Paul Pérez, real estate developer, commercial agent, and housing and economic development advocate. And today we're going deep into development basics, what developers really do, and how do projects go from idea to reality. If you ever driven by a brand new apartment building, retail plaza, or mixed use development and thought, how do they even make that happen? This episode is for you. I'll walk you through the role of a developer, the development process, the risk, rewards, and yes, the not so glamorous challenges that come with the territory. What do developers do? Developers are the quarterbacks of the real estate world. They coordinate activities from start to finish, which can include creating and leasing, operating and or selling buildings, navigating zoning and building regulations, securing funding for development projects, working with the local stakeholders to understand community needs, coordinating with architects, designers, construction crews, and engineers, supporting investments in community amenities and infrastructure. In short, developers bring built space to life. That means understanding land use, laws, locking in capital, collaborating with city officials, and listening to the community. The process doesn't end until someone, whether a tenant or an owner, moves into that space. And sometimes it doesn't end there, because managing the property can also be part of the developer's role. The development process. Every project is different, but there's a general flow with most development follow. From concept to completion, project conception, the spark could be a great piece of land, a market gap for housing, or a business idea that needs a home. Second will be the feasible study. Will it work? This involves market research, zoning checks, and preliminary cost estimates. Third is financing and partnerships, securing funding through banks, investor grants, and or a mix. Fourth is design and planning, working with architects and engineers to create the vision while meeting all regulations. Fifth is approvals and permits, the sometimes lengthy process of getting the green light from a local government. Six is construction, managing contractors, budgets, and timeline. 7, lease up or sell, filling the space with tenants or leasing it to investors. 8, asset management. For some developers, the work continues with long-term ownership and property management. The details and the timeline will vary depending on the project type, economy regulations, and honestly, the developer's ability to navigate it all. Development types. Real estate development isn't one size fits all. Developers may focus on just one type or diversify across multiple sectors. These types include multifamily residential. Those are your apartments, affordable housing, high-rise condos, and student housing. Next, you have single-family homes, which is your planned communities, age-restricted housing, resort homes. Next, you have mixed use, which is residential plus retail, office, or other commercial space. You also have office, which you typically see from downtown skyscrapers to suburban office parks. Industrial, which are warehouses, data centers, distribution hubs. Retail, those are your shopping centers, restaurants, gyms, salons, grocery stores. Hotel and hospitality, those are your resorts, your boutique hotels, and your extended stays. Lastly, we have is medical, which are your clinics, pharmacies, specialized care facilities. Each type has its own design, challenges, regulations, and specific financing model. A smart developer learns the nuances of their niche. Motivation and risk. Developers are motivated by a mix of factors, and it's not always just about the money. You have the private versus the non-for-profit. So the private sector developers aim for maximum financial return, development fees, profit from sales or leasing, long-term equity positions, professional reputation, and deal flow. Your not-for-profit developers, often community development corporations, CDCs, focus on affordable housing, economic development, community well-being, equity and neighborhood stability. Equity and neighborhood stability. And here's the reality check. Real estate development is all about risk management. Market shifts, zoning changes, construction cost spikes, even climate impacts, all can make or break a project. Successful developers know how to anticipate, mitigate, and adapt. Public-private partnership. Some of the most impactful projects happen when public and private sectors join forces. Public-private partnerships can revitalize downtowns, spur transit-oriented developments, and create affordable housing. How do public entities help developers? They assemble sites, they handle environmental cleanup, building infrastructure, updating zoning laws. Why it works? Developers get reduced risk and better project feasibility. Communities get developments aligned with public goals. Public participation is key, from town halls to community workshops, to build trust, dispel myths, and align the project vision with community needs. Drivers of development. Your first one is a use in search of a site. So a business needs a space or there's a housing shortage. Your second is a site in search of a use, which is empty lots or underutilized buildings in good location. Your third is a capital in search of opportunity. Investors ready to fund the right deal. Every project starts with one of these drivers, and the developer's job is to connect those dots. So there you have it. The fundamentals of real estate development from concept to completion. Whether you're aiming to be the next big developer, invest in projects, or just understand how your city is changing, knowledge is power. Like this video, subscribe to the Better Living Interest channel, and drop a comment below on which part of the development process you think is most important and challenging and why. I'm Paul Christopher Pérez Jr., and until next time, keep building better for yourself and for your community. Peace.